Lovely people, welcome to the channel. We live in a very strange timeline here. So Elon Musk has fathered the 13th child with Ashley St. Clair. She's an author, a journalist, or an influencer on X. If you don't know her, I don't know much about her. I know that she's like a commentator, like more traditional. And she just posted this 5 months ago. I welcome a baby into the world. Elon Musk is the father. I have not previously disclosed this to protect our child's privacy and safety, but in recent days it has become clear that tabloid media intend to do so regardless of the harm it will cause. I intend to allow our child to grow in a normal and safe environment. For that reason, I ask that the media honor our child privacy and refrain from invasive reporting. All right. With this, I kind of agree. So I just find it amusing, like Elon Musk behavior more than anything. And of course, if you want to be completely honest, it seems like that there is a level of premeditation here from both sides, and maybe even more from the woman's side here. I don't see this, I might be wrong, and actually I would love to be wrong. I don't see this coming out of a natural, organic interest in each other, right? This does not seem like a romantic love that was spurred by who knows what. This seems more like the autistic side of the Elon Musk personality that is taking over with this commitment to want to repopulate the planet single-handedly, doing his part. Because obviously you know that society is collapsing because of birth decline basically everywhere, most civilized places, including Italy, Japan, most of Europe, the Netherlands, the US. So he made it very clear, his commitment to try to promote copulation, reproduction. So anyway, so we see that, and at the same time it feels, in my opinion, also a little bit selfish, because I understand you want to father, even if was done through IVF, which most likely was done through IVF, right? I mean, those children, they still want to have, like she said, I want to make sure that we, allow this kid to be in a normal environment. But that's already a contradiction, because you're creating an environment that is not really neither traditional, not super safe, because most likely the reality is that this child will not see much of the father, because the man has another 12 kids. 5 of them, they're probably over 18, so they're already doing their thing, understandably. And few are with Grimes, 1 through natural birth, another 2, I think, via surrogate. You see little X everywhere paraded around the White House, to the extent that even Grimes, last time she saw her child with Elon Musk, which I also honestly agree. And I'm a fan of Elon Musk, right? I really like what he's doing. I really like what he's doing in the government. So this is not coming from a place of hatred or jealousy, not whatsoever. I'm a fan, I'm a fan, I'm a supporter of Musk. But, this, to me, it doesn't feel like it's the way, right? It feels like more like a little bit of pet peeves of a billionaire, which is also eccentric and a little bit autistic, than anything else. And on the other side, a little bit of a grift from women, which they've thought about this very well, and they want to have a stake into somehow being part of the richest man, most powerful man, one of the most powerful men in the world. So it seems clear that to me that's the case. So now, apart from all of this, those old things are coming out where, even though she claims herself to be traditional, those older clips, because the internet remembers everything, are coming up. Daddy needs to spank me. I love big black COCK. I want a big black NE, wow, named Tyrone to destroy me. So apparently, probably she didn't find Tyrone with the big black something big. I see that she really has something for things that are big, and because she couldn't find probably that level of big, she went for a big bank account. There's no doubt in my mind that most likely this is IVF. There was probably all kinds of documentation have to be signed beforehand. A little bit like probably with the others. Actually, before we go forward, I want to hear this. I don't even know what this is, but I want to see if there's something of the past that it's coming to hunt back.
I have a proposition for New York. Okay, now is the time. We need to join the United States of Texas in this civil war because for far too long, we have politically aligned with California. And the problem with that is we made the Californians feel comfortable enough coming here. And they're ruining. I've had enough. I have seen enough scooped bagels. I have seen enough egg whites on bagels with avocado. I have seen enough pizza shops close down and be replaced by their cute little salad bars with the kombucha. This is the effects of immigration, okay? And they don't even, the worst part, they don't even speak the language. They talk real slow. It's called unhoused, not homeless. Mayor Eric Adams, I have...
All right, I wonder actually if this is true. Now I start to question this, like whether or not this is true. So the kid is called Alea Lacta Est. What was again? The dice are drawn, something to that extent, if I remember correctly. So what a strange name, Latin expression, not really a name. So now it's absolutely clear. That's also the point of this video, that Elon Musk has fathered also Amber Heard's child. That's the, you know. Now there is no doubt, because one time, okay, you can think, all right, this is a coincidence, maybe two, but then when you have 10 kids or 13 and 5 or 6 in the last period with different women, man, this is a pattern. There is really nothing more that you need to confirm that Elon Musk did the same with Amber Heard, with the frozen embryo, and also the war on the frozen embryo that she still have, that probably she could create more children through surrogates like that, right? Because also her kid, it's through surrogate, and this seems to be a pattern with Elon Musk and the women that he chooses to have kids with, because also Grimes, she had the first child and probably she had difficulties, and the other two she chose to have it through surrogates. Zilli, what's her name? Zilli, even Zilli. What's her name? Siobhan Zilli. Siobhan Zillis. Siobhan Zillis is the other woman, which you actually see her very often with Musk lately. She was in the Oval Office. She's a head of a Musk company, I think Neuralink or something like that. I've seen her celebrating with Trump after the election at Mar-a-Lago. So she's been seen with him very often. You see Trump is on the phone. Hey, I see you, Trump. Good president, by the way, so far. I really like what they're doing, at least with the government fraud and discovering all that fraud of misplaced tax money. I think this is unprecedented, and I like that. I don't care, I don't ascribe to left or right. I don't give a shit. I just like the fraud is being exposed, and also those career politician part of the deep state are being exposed, because we need that. And I hope this actually influences also Europe, because I'm telling you, Europe is full of corruption. Even more than the US is full of career politician, like a guy bringing the bags for companies and hold family names and all that kind of behind the scene dark shit, right? That only in the end always fucks us in the behind. So I'm really happy this is happening in the US, and I also really hope it translates in some way, shape or form here in Europe. Because, man, we are screwed already. Oof. I cannot even tell you how screwed we are here. We cannot even talk anymore. So, she had 2 kids, I think, or 3, with Elon Musk. And you see her very often with him. I think this was in the Oval Office with President Trump, or with Narendra Modi. the Prime Minister of India. So I wonder what's the relationship status with this, right? Just Elon Musk giving his semen to this woman that I don't know if she still has those type of fantasies. Maybe Elon Musk wants to make sure to check the DNA when the kid comes out. Like I said, there is a level of premeditation here that it's in conflict with wanting to profess Catholic values and traditional values. To me, this is not the way. I'm not trying to be a bigoted. I know that families can take all kinds of shape and form, and that doesn't mean necessarily that this child cannot have a good life with the mother and perhaps Elon Musk as a father. I don't know how much time he can allocate, because literally this man is the type of guy that has to allocate 5-10 minutes meeting every day for all kinds of things. Probably does that also with his children, even though he seemed to be somehow committed to some of the children some of the time for some of the periods, right? So I don't know for how long he can keep up with all of this and to be truly engaged with different women reality, whatever relationship he has with them, whether we're just IVF partners where there was not even consensual sex or interaction, copulation of any kind, or where he has really like an emotional commitment and relationship with. So how he's going to manage those things. So it could be that you can pull it off, but at the same time, to me, this seems more like a bit of a wanting to get on the Elon Musk wagon because the guy is committed to this type of behavior than anything else. And what are you going to tell your kid? Well, you know what? I kind of sold you into existence because I thought it was a good deal to get involved with the richest man on the planet. They probably assigned already like a trust fund for the kid to make sure that he doesn't have to be involved in all kinds of other things with probably ironclad contracts, right? That she cannot claim any other support or any other thing. I would speculate. So we live in a very strange time. Personally, I think this is not the way. A child has the right to his father, to her father, and you're already bringing somebody into existence that didn't have a choice to be brought into existence like this, right? To have some sort of surrogate father or not surrogate, but a father that probably is a presence, a little bit of poster in the room or a screen saver on your computer when you grow up. Probably that's the only place where you're going to see him more often because he's busy running gigantic company and also fixing the governance so far. We'll see in the future what time he can have for his children. So I'm curious what you think about this. Do you see this as another grift of women which they're social climbers, right? Which is totally plausible. Elon Musk, I don't know if he's the best judge of characters when it comes to women. I honestly start to have that doubt that for all his genius and incredible talents, which I admire and I respect, again, but it seems when it comes to women, I don't know, man. I have the feeling this dude, he doesn't know really what he's doing. So guys, let me know your thoughts. Very curious time we live in, man.